Hi guys, it's the Baron Rides here, and thanks very much for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a quick video in response to a comment that I had from a subscriber who asked me to have a little talk about the bike that I've got. So I'm going to talk about this. It's my BMW R9T. I'm going to get it out, take it just down the road for a quick spin, and I'll go through it and see what you guys think. Thanks very much. Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. This is a quick response video to a viewer that asked me if I could have a little walk around the bikes that I own and just talk about them a little bit, and this is in response to that really. So I'm going to do a little chat about the BMW that I've bought today, and welcome to Claydon Estate. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following me up here to an absolutely gorgeous sunny Claydon estate here in Buckinghamshire, which is only up the road from me. It's probably one of my most local sort of quick ride outs to grab a coffee or something like that. But I mean, honestly, what an absolutely beautiful day to be going out for a ride. I love the summer. I mean, it just lifts you, doesn't it? It's such a joy to be out riding in this kind of weather. It's superb. Well, the idea was to show you a bit about the bike. So what I'm going to do is bring you in a little bit closer, and I'll talk to you about what I've basically done to my 2016 BMW R9T to make it my own. All right, I've brought you in a little bit closer. So I'll start at the front, work my way to the back, and I'll tell you what I've done to the bike. Like I say, to make it my own, you know, and I don't want any kind of, you know, judgment of, oh, I shouldn't have done this or I shouldn't have done that, or, you know, anything like that. It's something I love doing. It's my vision that I'm trying to create and, you know, stick with. But it changes, it evolves. You know, one year I might decide to go down this route and change this. Another year I think, you know what, I don't like it. And it evolves with me. But basically, like, we'll start at the front. I've changed the mudguards and these struts here from, I guess, well, these were aluminium. I guess this might have been steel, but obviously now I've gone to carbon fibre. I bought these cheap sort of nuts on AliExpress, these gold sort of nuts, and I just thought it would be a nice touch just to change them around, just to highlight the fault colour. I haven't put them on anything, as it were, weight bearing or essential, because to be honest with you, I probably don't trust the fact that they're not going to hold my kind of weight or any structural part. They're only cheap sort of bolts, but these have been on for, you know, well over a year, and they're absolutely fine. On the front, I've got the Cosso LED headlights, which is an absolute game changer for nighttime driving. I just love this kind of LED bar that you have, and again, low beam and high beam, absolute game changer in the night. Absolutely light up the road. I was looking at some of the cheap, again, sort of AliExpress, sort of £30 LED headlights you can get, and even on eBay there were some, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to stick to a decent brand, and I've always liked this. It's blacked out on the sides as well, which I know some of the cheap ones are, but I just absolutely love it. One of the things I've done as well was the bezel around the light. This is normally like silver aluminium coloured, but I've blackened this out just to kind of hide it a little bit more, just make it all look like one unit. It's got the carbon fibre fly screen above it, which is doing its job today, as you can see, absolutely peppered with dead bugs and all the rest of it. Going on to the side, so I've got the option 719 cylinder heads on here. This wasn't an option 719 bike. There are various parts in there I have changed for that, because I just like that black and gold look. So I bought these cylinder head covers separately, as well as the seat stays. They're the option 719 seat stays, as well as going up, I've got the brake and clutch reservoir caps. They're option 719, as well as the levers. The levers are the option 719. You buy all these individually, but I really like them. Nice little touch, nice little sort of BMW logo on the adjustment switch here. The option 719 logo. So the other thing I haven't got, which is 719, is they do a belt cover on the package, but I haven't been able to, well, I have been able to find one of them, but they're 550 quid, and I haven't been able to justify paying that for it. So I just thought, carbon fibre one on there. You can't really see it, but it's just a nice little touch. It's there. And the other thing they do is the rear sets. They do brake and clutch levers and foot pegs and that sort of thing in the 719. Again, I only found one set that I thought, brilliant, I found some, and they were in France. I ordered them and it came over, but I didn't kind of read it right, and I bought them for the racer, so it didn't fit. This brake assembly, it just didn't work. It wasn't designed for it, so it didn't work. I had to send it back, and I think they gave me a credit, and that's when I bought the the cylinder head covers, I assume, or something or other. I don't know, but yeah. So these are on the wish list still, but I just can't find them anywhere. They're sold out wherever I look. Another thing I've done is the airbox delete. So there was an airbox right in the middle there. It's quite a common thing to do on the R9Ts, I believe. So airbox delete. I've relocated the battery. This is the battery box up here. So the battery sits underneath the tank now. You might be able to sort of see it in the side. But yeah, the airbox delete has gone. So now the air comes in through these cones that are right on the cylinder. And therefore also don't need the snorkel that came out of here. That's unnecessary. So I took that out and just replaced it with a carbon fibre. Well, it's an air intake, but it doesn't really serve any purpose because there's nothing in there for the air to be took to. But anyway, so, you know, this tidies up the side of it. The snorkel's now gone. This is my air intake. I've also got what do they call it? Is it the oil cooler or the expansion cooler? There's another little filter in there. I'm not too sure what it is, but it was part of the kit and I have to put it on, so it looks all right. I've changed the rear brake reservoir to a Rizoma one. Just looks a bit smart rather than the plastic kind of pot or any kind of cover that might go over it. I was, again, looking at cheap sort of ones or whatnot, but the Rizoma one, I mean, it's about 90 quid, but I like it. It's smart, it serves a purpose, does the job. So that's all good. I've got the carbon fibre cable tidy here, as well as the carbon fibre rear hugger. Which again is all something I've put on. Oh, I was going to say as well, I've got the carbon fibre bits that go under the cylinder head. I don't know exactly what they're sort of called, but these covers here, and the belly pan as well. There you go. There's another thing. So the belly pan is on there as well. But the main thing that's really transformed this bike, and it was probably the biggest expense, I'm just wondering whether the cylinder heads were dearer or not, maybe not, but the biggest expense was the rear shock. Everyone says to transform this bike you have to change the rear suspension on it, maybe the whole suspension in general, but the rear one, I've gone for the Wilburs. Again, you can choose, you know, your colour. I think they call it like nighttime or dark night or something, and you can choose the colour of the spring. I did contemplate doing a gold one to hide it, but I just thought, you know what, actually I'll just try and hide it totally. So the Wilburs shock there is all black on black. They adjust it to your weight when you buy it, so it is literally a case of bolt on. It took about half an hour to do it. It's so easy, but oh my, what a difference! What an absolute difference it is. When you go over bumps, the rear wheel just feels like, instead of bouncing over the bumps, it's solid and it keeps itself planted to the floor. What you'll find about me is I'm not a big bike nut. I don't know loads about bikes. I don't sort of say, oh, when I had this Suzuki one of these or a Honda one of these, or compared to the BMW S1000, I haven't ridden any of them. To me, you know, I've got this bike, I've got my Triumph Sprint ST. I used to have a Triumph Speed Twin. I used to have a Harley, believe it or not, but I bought the Harley, and within a week of riding it, I sold it. It just wasn't for me. But yeah, so for me, the bike feels so much more stuck to the road with the rear suspension. The other thing I could probably do is change some stuff in the front. They say you can just change the spring, you know, on the inside you can buy a kit, but again, it's a bit of an expense. I'll get around to it probably, but not right now. On the back, I've got the carbon fibre rear cowl. I've also got I think it's called Dead Mouse, the LED brake lights under there. Which again is quite smart, and I've got these tiny little, I think they're Rizoma as well, these tiny little indicators, but they really are bright. I mean, if I put them on, you know, even though it's a really sort of sunny day, they're clear as you like when you're behind something's behind you rather. So that's really good. Excuse the number plate. I know it's the wrong size, it's misspaced, and it's black and silver. So three of the, well, all three things that could be wrong with it is wrong with it. But of course, I didn't ride with it here like this. I've just taken off my road legal number plates in order to put this show one on. I wouldn't dream of riding on public roads with this. The tyres, Dunlop Mutants. I changed. I actually, there was nothing wrong with the tyres I used to have. I used to have Metzlers, which were absolutely fine. But the reason why I changed them, the Metzlers didn't wear down or anything. They probably still had a couple of thousand miles left on them. But the reason why I changed them, I just like the look of the tread pattern when the bike's not moving. I just think it's really cool, that kind of raptor, snakeskin scale effect. I just think they look really smart, and I just thought, you know what, why not? I just prefer the look of it when the bike's not moving. Am I an idiot? Probably. I don't know. It's got the Acroprovic exhaust. Some people say Acroprovic. Some people say Acroprovic. The Acroprovic exhaust. This was actually on it when I bought it. I didn't change this. This was already here. It's got the titanium bend, which I have blacked out. I was kind of, you know, part of me does want a black one of these, but I'm not going to go and buy a new one for it. I don't really want to take a spray can to this because I do like the decals, and I know you can change it. At the moment, it's silver. I probably would like to blacken this out somehow. It's got the carbon heat shields on it. Again, you can see where the airbox is gone. See right the way through it. What's this called? Rectifier, is it? Is it the rectifier? Got a cover for that in carbon, another one underneath it there. These decals, these were my probably latest addition. I put these on just before I'd done the DGR ride in Oxford. I'm still 50-50 about it. I mean, they're easy to take off. I'll probably last it throughout the summer and then reevaluate in the winter. I might get rid of them. I don't know. But the tank, I'm always going to keep as the brushed aluminium. I'm never going to change that. I actually really like this tank. Whoever did order this bike from new when they first bought it, they chose the option to have this welded seam on show, which some of these can be smoothed over, but I actually really like this this seam here. So at the moment that's going to stay aluminium. I was contemplating, again, you know, blacking the whole thing out, but I actually like it as it is at the moment. So that's going to stay. Tank cover, tank filler badge cap thing. Change it for this one with the BMW logo. Magnetically holds in place, and you just open it up normally. AliExpress, I think I paid about 17 quid for that, but it's absolutely fine, does the job. Oh, the Cosso Speedo. So again, let's get out of the way. I just like the look of it. I did have, because this is a 2016, it did have the two clocks, analog with the digital dial in the middle, but I just thought it looked a bit naff. I certainly like the newer style R9Ts that have got they've still got twin displays, rev counter and speedo, but then they've got the little digital bits underneath them, much more better. But because this bike's older, I wanted to get rid of, I didn't like looking at that all the time. I wanted to get rid of it. I did contemplate a Moto Gadget. There's like a small analog lever, but in the end I went for the Cosso one. Plug and play. Yeah, love it. So that's what it's got at the moment. Little tiny carbon cover for the key, put that on. I changed the decals as well to these BMW, sort of, you know, a little homage to the retro style ones that that they used to do. I've got a retro jacket, not the jacket I bought with me today, but a retro BMW. It was the 125-year anniversary denim jacket that was released, so I bought that, and it's got the same kind of old scale badge with the two rivets on the arm of it, and I thought that kind of tied in quite well to that, and you know, keeps the black and gold theme. There was a shop online that done these decals for me. Again, I think about £12 I paid for them. Just pop the old badges off, clean them all up, and yeah, just carefully position them ones in. Yeah, I think they do the job for me. One other thing I have done, and it's a bit of a kind of a Heath Robinson, just to see how I feel about it, is the yoke and the trees. I wanted in black, but I thought I wanted in black. So what I've done is I've rattle canned these black. So here, literally just masked off the whole bike, and I've rattle canned these. as well as the top tree, because I just wanted to see if I liked the black look. I do. That is the way I want to go. I've probably done that last year. So over the period of riding this summer, it has, started to flake off. But my intention probably over the winter, when it's off the road, is I will strip this down and get it all powder coated. I might go for gloss black. A lot of it's sort of satin on here, but I think I'm going to get it gloss black painted. I just don't know whether, because again, I'm not a bike person, I don't know whether these kind of powder coaters would say, yeah, I have to strip the bits off the bike and then send them off to them or bring them into them, and they powder coat it and then I put them back on again, or whether what I ideally want is somewhere where I can just ride the bike in, put it in the back of the van, take it down to this place and say, there's my bike, I want those bits done. They strip it, put it all on for me, and then say, yeah, come back in 2 weeks and pick it up, and I don't have to worry about any kind of mechanics of it or anything like that. It's all done. Yeah, the bar end mirrors, these were cheap and cheerful, probably even eBay maybe. But yeah, oh no, I'll tell you what, the last thing, I've had the seat retrimmed. So there was a company I used down in Poole, sort of Portsmouth, Dorset, that kind of way, called Holy Goat Customs. I've actually used them before. I had, when I was learning to ride, I had a 125 Mutt, and a lot of people would use them to change their covers. So I always sort of kept the name, and I reached out to him. And again, yeah, just sent the seat off. I've gone for it's Alcantara with the gold double stitched diamond pattern on it, as well as the backrest here, which obviously comes out to allow just for me cloths and stuff like that. Yeah, really good. I mean, hit them up definitely if you need anything done. Holy Goat Customs. I asked for that to be put on it because I've seen that before. And what I also said is the original seat had the R9T tab, and I just said, can we just retain that? Which he did. Exactly that. But I really like the seat. Yeah, it's Alcantara. There's nothing down here that's just standard. But yeah, the top of it. Yeah, I really like that. I really like it. I don't think Alcantara is very wearing or forgiving in the rain. It's not got any kind of water treatment or repellent on it or anything like that. But to be honest with you, I don't try and ride this in the rain. It's the one that I try and keep for nice sunny countryside bimbles like this one. Nice. Well, so there it is. So that's the bike. This was in answer to a guy that asked me when I done my last video. He just wanted me to talk about the bikes, really. So this is the reason why I've done the video. I hope you like my bike. I hope, I love it. I absolutely adore it. The BMW Boxer engine, where you've got those cylinder heads low down, that low centre of gravity for me absolutely makes this bike a joy to ride. I absolutely love it. I'll never sell this bike as far as I'm concerned. It's always gonna stay with me. I'd like to win pots of money or whatever, but it would still stay in the garage, and there's a lot of dream stuff that I do like, but I'll never want to get rid of this. I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, I hope you like it. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, because that's the way forward. Then at least I know people are enjoying what I'm doing. I'm making these videos just for a bit of entertainment for myself, but I'm hoping some people will like it, like what I do. Perfect. Thanks very much. Please hit the like and subscribe down below. What I'm going to do before we go is, because it's such a nice day and we're in such a nice location, I'm probably going to get the drone up and just do a couple of shots of Claydon Estate and the Buckinghamshire countryside. But I will try not to capture the devastation HS2 are causing, probably no more than half a mile that way. Can't have it all, can you? All right, thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the bike, and hope you enjoy having a look around Claydon Estate, which I'm going to do now. Thanks very much. Take care. See you later.